Right. I think we live. Still don't like the way this looking, make it looking real dark right now. But I mean, at the same time,
Let me see.
you know what? Yeah, maybe it should light because it usually go back and forth.
It's better.
Sort of. we gonna we gonna make it work, man. We gonna make it work. I'm gonna try one more thing because I'm seeing as I'm hovering over it, it shows you clearer. So I don't know. Oh, you know what? We Gucci. We live. Yes, sir. Man, time now is 2:59. We're gonna get started here at 3 p.m. and we are going to dive right into it. This is part two of Primal Talk, and with our special guest Fred. He competed at his second marathon, and when I tell you his story is incredible, how he just started running marathons to where he's at now. I encourage you guys to go listen to the prior interview we did, the first one, so you can kind of get the tone of where's he at now. So without further ado, I'm gonna give y'all a little intro and we're gonna get going. Welcome to Primal Talk. Today's conversation is called After the Finish Line. Everybody sees race day, everybody sees the medal, everybody sees the finish, but only few people understand the discipline, sacrifice, mental battles, and consistency it takes to actually get there. Today, I'm joined by Fred. He's fresh off completing his marathon, the second one that he's done. And this conversation isn't just about running, it's about the mindset. It's about keeping your word to yourself. It's about becoming someone who finishes what they start. And I'm telling y'all, like his story has been inspiring myself. It's inspiring a lot of people that I'm seeing that has reached out to me about running marathons, competing, finding that disciplined mindset. How do we get there and how do we actually apply it to our everyday lives? So without further ado, this is Fred. I'm gonna let you do a quick little intro about where you're from, where you live now. And I know you're a veteran. You served with me, so tell me a little bit about your military experience before we dive into it.
Yeah, so I go by Fred. My name is Fred. I'm from Virginia. I was born in Virginia, raised in Virginia my whole life. I joined the Navy in 2016. I served for 5 years. I was in Bahrain for 2 years, which is where I met O. After Bahrain, I went to San Diego to an aircraft carrier. For those of you who don't know, that's the big ship with the jets on top. I did that for another 2.5, and then I got out. Right now, I'm in California. I'm in Bakersfield. Um, About to relocate very soon to Riverside, so stay tuned for that. But that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing, man. And the marathon thing, like he said, is something I kind of just you guys could watch the last interview, but basically it's something I kind of just jumped into to challenge myself. But here we are right now. We going strong. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Again, hey man, thank you for your service, brother. Thank you for what you did and what you continue to do. It's a powerful thing to raise your right hand and serve, and you've done it honorably. So I definitely, respect that, brother. From a vet to a vet, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's enough
appreciate
about
that.
that. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. All right, first question. How are you feeling mentally and physically after this second marathon?
Man, I feel good. I feel good. I done already went to the chiropractor twice. I done had 2 massages. I done been in there, man, for real, getting right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel good. Like I'm not as sore as I was the first race. I wasn't dying when I finished. I was able to walk, talk, laugh, like carry on. Like the first marathon I did, I was out. I was ready to go to sleep. I didn't want to talk, nothing. So like, I feel real good mentally. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about my performance. I got a lot better, a lot quicker. I cut 10 minutes off from the first marathon, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, overall, I feel real good about it.
Man, for those of you who don't know, I would say to give you guys a perspective of what it means to cut 10 minutes off a marathon time. You know, I ran track and I did sprints and the 100-meter dash. when you run like 11 seconds, it's a good time. But when you break that barrier from 11 to 10, you start chipping away at the milliseconds. And to do what he's done with minimal to no training, almost with no coaching, and to jump into the second one and shave 10 minutes, man, look, bro, I gotta be that. That's commendable, brother. I appreciate
Yeah,
you persevering through that, for real.
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
But all right, so next question is going to be: did you ever question whether you would finish?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure I did. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did. Man, it got to a point like during the race. So I started this race slower. Like purposely, I was running slow because I learned on my last one, like I started too fast. So like I'm letting everybody go ahead. Like y'all probably saw my Instagram story. I'm behind a whole bunch of people. I'm letting everybody do their thing. And then like couple miles in, I'm starting to pick it up a little bit. I'm knocking a couple seconds off my miles. Then I start picking it up again. And then I got to like halfway point of the race and like I'm rolling, like I'm everything smooth, everything flowing, like I'm flying, like I'm probably running like 7 minute pace. And then I'm like just feeling good. And then like out of nowhere, I got a cramp in my left calf muscle. Like it was just like and I'm limping. I'm like, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, no, like it's no way. So I pop a gel. I'm eating the gel. I go to the aid station. I throw some Gatorade back. It's not helping. I'm like, I literally had a thought in my mind. I'm like, bro, like you told yourself you was gonna beat your last time. You told yourself you wasn't gonna walk. You wasn't gonna stop. You was gonna just get it in. And I'm like I'll faint, I'll pass out here before I stop. Like they got medical people on the sides, they got police, they got all these people out here. I'm gonna faint before I stop. I told myself this, and I just kept pushing. And then out of nowhere, like the cramp eased up. You know what I'm saying? I caught like a second wind, and I just got back into it. I wasn't running as fast no more, but I never stopped. I just kept pushing through it. But I told myself literally, like, dog, you gonna fall out before you stop. Like it ain't happening.
Wow, wow. Now that's that's actually some heavy words to say to yourself. Those affirmations of there is no plan B. Like this, I'm either going to do this or I'm not going to do this. That affirmation right there is so underrated. I encourage everyone, if you have a moment where you feel like you can't do something, give yourself that opportunity to do it. And then once you're there, just lock in. Like you said, I'd rather think. And that's a bar. That's a bar right there, brother. Y'all could feel free to drop some comments on the chat. And if you guys have any Q&As for him after the interview, go ahead and drop it in here. I'll let him know. This is still new for us doing this promo talk thing, but it's not going to be the last. We're going to get better as we go. But brother, I got another question. So what part of your preparation helped you most on race day?
I would just say like those days where I would like do my long runs for sure, like the back end of the race. That's when it really got tough. Like mentally, I'm like, I don't know if it's a mental thing or what, but it's like no matter how far I'm running, like when I'm in like those last couple miles, like it started to get harder. I guess it's like me knowing I'm almost done, my body kind of just like getting ready to chill.
Mm,
And so like those long runs, because I'm telling you, like once I got to the deep end of the race, bro, like it was mentally like difficult. And I just remember like week after week after week doing this same thing over and over and over again. I'm like, I know I can do this. Like I know I could push through this. Like I know this last half a mile, this last 0.75, like I can really turn it up and like start running fast. You know what I mean? Like damn near sprinting. Like so it's just me remembering that, like the repetition, the muscle memory, like just knowing like I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? Because I was ready to like shut it off, and I'm like, nah, like you do this, like you know you can do this, and then so I think that was like the biggest part, and then also just like for real, I would say like nutrition for real, because like I said, the first race, I didn't have the right nutrition, I didn't have the right things, so like my body was like it just wasn't ready for it. But on this one, I felt good. Like besides the cramps, like I felt good. My mouth wasn't super dry. I wasn't wheezing for air, nothing. Like I had gas at the end. I was like giving it all I got.
Interesting, man. No, that's, you know, those small minor tweaks goes a long way, you know, especially nutrition. I can only imagine, like you said, those cramps, they might have came just because you were probably picking up the pace and going slowing down. So your body was still trying to adjust, and you you fought through it. You know what I mean? So that's a
Yeah.
kudos on you for that, for sure, bro. Okay, so next question is, what did you learn about yourself through this process the second time around?
Second time around, I learned that like I can be a runner. I am a runner. I learned that like I'm mentally tough because when I felt like I couldn't push through it, when I felt like stopping or giving up, like I just kept going another mile, another mile, another mile, another mile. Like I realized that like I'm tough and like as long as I make my mind up, like we gonna push through this, we gonna do it. Like I could do anything. Like your body might be sore, your body might be hurting, but as long as your mind is strong, like you could do anything. So that's what I learned about this race for real, for real.
That's tight, man. That's inspiring for real. And you, it's like when you have a resume and you put the bullet points of what you've done, and pretty much you kind of, you're justifying the words on your resume, right? You're justifying, all right, I ran a marathon. And when they be like, oh, what makes you mentally tough? To be honest, I've always told people this. It's kind of funny, but I believe it goes a long way. If you ever ran a marathon, not negating any other race. I mean, granted, there's ultra marathons, there's Ironmans, but I think anything like a marathon, throw that on your resume. Put that as like someone's accomplishments, right? Because it'll show the employer that they'll be like, okay, you ran a marathon. You never know. You might have ran the same race. You know, so it opens up so many doors of conversation. So that's inspiring as well, brother, for sure. Oh yeah, we're inspiring the masses, man. We got one coming in, so inspiring. Okay, appreciate that. So yeah, man. Okay, next question. Um, would you do anything differently next time?
Yeah, yeah. Next time I will start even slower. Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah.
I'm laughing, but I understand that. I understand
Now,
that.
for real, I would start even slower and I would finish even stronger. So like the start and the end to my race would be different. Like I started maybe like a 10-minute pace. I think next time I'll probably run like 10:30. 10:30 pace and I'll keep that for like the first
Mm,
maybe like I kept that pace for the first 2 miles, but I think I would keep it for like two and a half, three. I'll take it like another mile. And then I really like turned the burners on. Like I started really running fast like the last half a mile. But like I know I'm conditioned enough to do it maybe like the last mile and a half. Like I'll probably next race, like once I'm 2 miles in, I'm gonna start picking it up. Cause I know I could keep it. I know I could keep it for 2 miles. It's just mental. Like you gotta be able to put up with the pain, be able to just keep going. But I've seen like during the race, the reason I say that is because during the race there were people that I passed and they were like way, way behind me. And like they picked it up like the last mile and we finished side by side. So like that little half a mile difference,
mm,
like it covered a whole bunch of ground. So like if I can just pick it up like maybe like a mile and a half out, 2 miles out, like I'll crush like maybe like another 5 minutes just doing that.
that's a good strategy. So, with that, are you part of a run club, or I know you say you don't have a coach, but are you part of a run club?
Nothing. I get out there by myself and I go.
Man, time out. We're gonna take a time out, man. For y'all who are tuning in and understanding what this man is doing, he's doing this all on his like his own merit. Like there's no run club. He has no one he's pacing with. So this is type crazy stuff. But again, I've always said, you know, in order to do crazy things, you almost have to put yourself in crazy positions, and it doesn't have to necessarily be bad. Like this is something that he's doing. So just imagine when you do move to your new location, if you join a run club and you start pacing with other people, you're gonna exceed and get to that next level. I think personally, from my understanding of how running is. when you involve other people, you're gonna be able to go faster for sure.
Nah, for real. I agree with that too. Like, I think that's the next step for the next race. I'm definitely gonna get like a group of people I can run with because it'll push me even harder. Like
Mhm.
right now, I'm just running off like my discipline and me trying to be mentally tough. But when I got a couple guys or a couple women that's running with me and like they faster than me or like days where I'm like like let's slow it down. They like nah, we said we was gonna do this today. Like, and they got me trying to keep up with them. Like that's gonna make the difference.
Yeah, yeah, no, you'll see it, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna. I know you ultimately your goal is to qualify for the Boston Marathon, so that'll help put you in that position. You got to strategize because the thing about running, especially marathons, you got to look at it like how much like leg time you got, right? Because you don't want to run race after race after race. It has to be a strategy. Like this next race will be about my time or my pace, right? This next race will be my speed. Like so, once you join a track club or a run club, you'll definitely hit that goal for sure. I think, bro.
For sure.
All right. So next question. Well, you kind of answered this question, but I was going to ask you, about your strategy during the race because I think what people would be interested. I know for me, because I've never ran a marathon. What is your strategy, right? So you said you had got some cramps. Like you don't necessarily plan for cramps happening, but once that did happen, what did you change up? Like what did you do within the race to allow you to keep going?
So when the cramps came, I just all the aid stations because it was times where like I'll see an aid station, I won't go to it. Like I'll pass the water, pass the Gatorade, just keep running because I don't need it. I started to hit every aid station I passed, like, and I'm looking for like the Gatorade, the electrolytes, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for those. I had some gels in my pocket. I popped a gel, try to get some carbs in right quick, and I just slowed down a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Like I knew I was losing time, but I needed to be able to keep moving. So I just slowed my pace down a lot until I felt better, and then I started to pick it back up. And then like the reason I say I would start slower is what you were talking about, like trying to save my legs. Like I noticed with me, like the
Yeah.
faster I run, my legs start to like they start to burn, they start to get tired, they start to feel heavy like weights. And if I can just like keep a pace that's like I'm in control and I'm not running too fast, like my legs don't get like that. So that's the reason why I say like start slower so I can like last longer.
It's a good strategy, man. No, that's the way to do it. And I think, like I said, that's something that it's just part of it. It's part of the journey. Like almost as if you have the perfect marathon race. I don't even think that's possible, right? I would dare to ask the world record holder if he felt like that was his perfect race. And I think they actually did interview him. I'm not should have looked up his name before this interview, but he said he can go faster. He just broke the world record. So
Yeah,
that just puts in perspective, like you always can get better, especially in a marathon. I mean,
yeah.
slowly but surely I'm gonna get there. But for now, I'm gonna just live vicariously through your runs. For sure, bro. All right, we got another question. So again, I would say this, right? For ones who still haven't ran their first marathon, now that you ran two under your belt, what advice would you give someone who's aspiring to run their first, right? Because now you have like different perspective having number two under your belt. So the advice I think you gave in the first one may differ from the second one because now you have more of a strategy of what you're getting yourself into. So what advice would you give someone?
I would just tell you, man, like I know it's like probably a lot of nerves into it. You wondering like if you can go that far, if you can push through it. Like I would just say you learn the most about these races and about yourself by doing them. Like it don't matter if you get out there on your first marathon and you walk half of it. Like as long as you cross the finish line, you're gonna come past the finish line knowing like different things about yourself. Like okay, I can prepare this way. This is what I could do better. I know around this mile, this is how I felt. Around this mile, you know what I'm saying? My body did this. Like, nothing's gonna teach you about these races and yourself like doing these races. So like, don't be nervous. Don't be discouraged. Don't be worrying about how fast somebody else going, what time somebody else got. Cause I'm telling you now, like I was running this race and I'm on like mile 6, and I'm seeing people because it's like loops. Like you'll be running down and you'll see like people coming this way,
Yeah.
and like there's dudes on like mile 11 and you on mile 6. Like they fast. Like they in front of the police motorcade. They so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't gonna make me want to stop, or that ain't gonna make me discouraged. Like I'm running my own race. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta get out there. You gotta do it. And what O was saying, like everybody not like me, y'all not gonna want to just wake up and run by yourself. Like get a run club. Like it's gonna keep you inspired. You're gonna feed off the energy. You're gonna learn a lot from the good people that's out there. So I would just say get started. Just do it.
Man, you know what? On that note, bro, you actually hit everything on the head. Um, I would ask one more question before we log off here because I think it's an important question when it comes to just um, what is it? How you apply this to everything to your all life, like to you going to work, you raising your child. You're like, what? So my question would be, how can people apply marathon discipline to your everyday life?
It's easy. It's just discipline for real, for real. Like I said in the last interview, like I don't always want to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's not days where every day I don't want to wake up and go run. You every day you wake up, you don't want to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's days where I want to snooze the alarm instead of go run, but I get up anyway. So like it's just like doing what you don't want to do. And like as far as me like pushing through the cramps and pushing through the pain, like it's you could take that every day in life. Like you know that this thing is gonna suck or this thing is gonna hurt in the meantime, but you know the end goal. Like I gotta do these things on this list every single day to get better a little bit every single day to reach this goal eventually. And like I just keep the same thing with everything else, bro. So like same thing with work, same thing with raising my kid. Like I might be tired at the end of the day, but I know I still gotta give baby girl a bath. I gotta make sure she brush her teeth. We gotta pray before she go to bed. I gotta feed her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just being able to do the things that you always necessarily don't feel like doing because you know that you gotta do these things to get where you're trying to go.
Love it, bro. Love it, man. Hey, what's next? When's the next marathon?
Man, I'm gonna give my legs a break, man. I think the next one, they got one in Cali. They got another one out here like towards the end of the year. I think maybe like I think it's October, November. I'll definitely be at that one for sure. I'll be there. But as far as like through the summer, I'm gonna keep running, but I ain't gonna be marathon training.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I commend you. Thank you again for just, doing what you do and inspiring people around you, man. It goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? If you inspire one person, it'll go, beyond anything you can imagine. So I'm glad you
Facts.
took time out to do some primal talk, and we'll definitely keep in touch and keep the people in touch as far as your next endeavor. In the meantime, man, rest up. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the next one, whatever that is, and we'll keep in touch, brother.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you again for having me up here. Like it's an honor, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in, that came to check it out, hear my story. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to O. Stay in touch. He got some more great things coming. But thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. Peace.